The conviction of the two farmers who were found guilty of killing a Coligny teenager has been overturned. The ruling by the Supreme Court of Appeal frees Pieter Doorewaard and Phillip Schutte. The pair were accused of killing the 16-year-old Matlomola Mosweu after catching him stealing sunflower at a northwest farm. For more on this, we're joined now by AfriForum CEO Kallie Kriel. Kallie, good evening, good afternoon, I beg your pardon. Thank you very much for your time tonight. Let's talk a little bit then of what this court judgment essentially means.
Yes, good day, sir. It's a pleasure speaking to you. Well, I think what it means is that we were right from the start when we said that the evidence of the only state witness was a lie. The fact is the evidence showed that the incident happened differently, and that is why we decided to support the two men in the appeal application, and the court now confirmed that. Of course, it still remains a huge tragedy because here is a young boy that died. But because it's a tragedy, one cannot put two men that are innocent in jail. And in that sense, we are happy that justice prevailed.
Now, of course, the initial court ruling had found Doorewaard and Schutte guilty of murder, kidnapping, intimidation, theft, and the pointing of a firearm. What happens to all those other charges?
Yeah, well, all of it was a lie. And, unfortunately, the court did not take note of, for instance, the cell phone records. The cell phone records, and if you track how the cell phones move, it showed that the witness lied. If you look at what the witness could have seen from where he was standing, for instance, the sunflowers were so high that he would not have been able to see where he saw. He said he saw things happening. So that's why, we don't defend murderers. We believe that murderers should be punished. But when we saw this evidence, that was clear that these two men are innocent, and that is why we became involved. And it's a pity that they had to spend months in jail while the evidence showed that they were definitely innocent.
Yeah. Now, Judge Ronnie Hendricks at the time said there was really no reason why the only witness to this particular case, Bonagele Pakisi, would not be believed. I mean, he was an honest, truthful, and reliable person. What possible reason would he have to create evidence and dream up evidence?
Yes, well, I think that is a good question. I can't speak on his behalf, but that's exactly the reason. We disagreed with that judgment. And we decided to follow the constitutional road where you have the opportunity to go to the appeals court. And in the end, the appeals court confirmed that it was a lie. So we're quite happy about the fact that all three judges, it was a three judges found that there was no murder involved and that, of course, the witness lied.
Yeah. I mean, of course, the NPA still could possibly be appealing this and taking it to an even higher court. Are you still prepared as AfriForum to fund this case? Because you have been funding it, especially the legal fees up until this point.
Yes, no, we will be willing to fund, but I doubt that the NPA would be able to or will take this case further. I think the evidence against the witness is damning. He also, what was not even before the court is that the witness afterwards acknowledged, and he was recorded, that he lied. But that was not in front of the court. The only things that were in front of the court were the cell phone records, were the physical geography of the place where the witness testified. And by simply looking at that, there's no way that that evidence was true.
All right, Kallie Kriel, I appreciate your time, CEO of AfriForum there, joining us on the line. In summary, I mean, the judgment really means that Doorewaard and Schutte are not guilty and they're discharged. As a result, they are now free men.